Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading today may apply to everyone watching. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe is wanting to share with the collective today, please. Whoops. We are both hurting, and I am the one who caused it. The blame is mine. Well, yes, you are both hurting. This time of separation is a very difficult thing that you are both going through. And it is a painful thing that you're both having to experience. And the solution is so simple. All this person needs to do is to reach out to you so you can start rebuilding this relationship. And this is what they are going to do. But in this time where you are in this space, where you are right now on this part of your journey, it is a very important place, guys, because this is where the miracle occurs. This is where your person becomes accountable and responsible and acknowledges all of the things that they needed to heal within themselves, whatever those things are. But you as well during this time have gone through your own period of healing, your own spiritual growth. You're a different person now because of this journey with this person than you were when you first met them, right? How have you guys changed? How have you evolved? You've all gone through something that has caused you to grow spiritually. You've become more empowered. You've become more spiritual. Perhaps you're meditating now, and that's something that you never did before. You're watching tarot readings, and maybe that's something that you didn't do before either. But the point is you have grown, and so has your person, because you are growing and you reflect and mirror back to them. They are doing the same thing. They may not be going through it as quickly as you are, but they will catch up, and they are definitely going through it because they're acknowledging here that the blame is mine. We are both hurting, and I am the one who caused it. I am so sorry for doing this to us. And when I come back, I want to make all of this up to you so that you can see that I am sincere. You will see that I have grown and changed and that I am being authentic and real with you because I don't want to ever let you down like this ever again. The deck that I'm using today is No Contact, Messages from Your Person. This is one of our new decks, and there is a link in the description for these cards. But let's move on with the reading and see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. I should have been mature and admitted I was wrong. Yes, they should have. Yes, they should have. But pride and ego probably got in the way of your person admitting they were wrong. But all of this is changing. It is all going to be so very different when this person comes back. They know that they needed to change. And honestly, guys, you have been a powerful catalyst for change in each other's lives. And you have to be able to acknowledge that because it's happening for you and it's happening for your person. But as I said, they may be dragging their feet. The universe may be dragging them, kicking and screaming through all of this and through the lessons that they have to learn and through the growth that they have to achieve as well. But they will get it done because when the universe drags you through something, you have no choice but to change. And that is part of the process of this journey that you are on with this person. But they're saying here, I should have been mature. This tells us your person is growing up. And they will find that maturity that they need to be the partner who can meet you halfway, who will give back to you, who will be loving, who will be caring, who will be affectionate, who will definitely be a better communicator, who will admit when they make mistakes, who will admit when they were wrong, but also someone who will apologize to you when they need to apologize to you. And for many of you out there, perhaps this is something your person never did. Perhaps they never bothered to apologize to you for anything that they did wrong. And if they were self-sabotaging this relationship, which is very likely for some of you watching this reading as well, They would not admit that they were wrong because it was part of their effort to make it crumble because it was too overwhelming and overpowering for them what the two of you were feeling, but they felt it just like you did. And in this silence, even now, they still feel this love and they still feel this connection. And they know that they need to act. They know that they need to reach out because this anticipation is building within them that it's time to start making something happen between the two of you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? I know I made it difficult for you to love and trust me. Well, I feel that you love this person unconditionally, even though, yes, insert all of the bad behaviors, harsh words, difficult experiences, all of their mistakes, all of their low vibration behaviors and actions, all of their perhaps toxic and dysfunctional habits and behaviors as well. You still have this unconditional love for this person because you are able to see them from the perspective of their soul. It's just that their ego, their personality can kind of get in the way. And when I say ego, I am talking about that Carl Jung version of ego, right? Although their pride and ego is definitely a problem as well, but they're working on it. They are working through it. But for your person to be able to acknowledge here that I made it difficult. I made it difficult. They know they did. This shows us that they are growing up. They're admitting that they were wrong. They are apologizing and they are saying, I know I made it hard for you to trust me, but when I make my way back to you, I am going to do all of the work that is required to regain your trust and your confidence in me, and I will make you fall in love with me all over again because I am going to come at this connection with you so much differently, so much better than I did before. And I have a plan, and I have been developing this plan during the time that we've been apart because I want you to fall in love with me all over again. Only this time, my emotions are going to be fully invested in this relationship as well. I want you to love and trust me again because I'm hoping that we can still come together and make this work. I was thoughtless and hurtful, and I deeply regret it. Well, yes. They were thoughtless, and they were hurtful, and they do regret it. There is so much regret in this person. They regret all of the times they said things that made you cry because they can still envision all those times when they said those hurtful words to you that did make you cry, that were even soul-crushing at times. And they were thoughtless. They were acting from a place of their own pride and ego, their own self-serving behaviors. And they are feeling their own deep hurt for all of this as well. Don't think that this person has gotten out of this completely unscathed by not feeling any heartache and heartbreak themselves, because they are. It's part of the reason why they're saying these things in this reading today. I broke my own heart when I ruined our relationship. I crushed my own soul when I hurt you. This is what I'm hearing coming in from your person. But why did they do this? Why? Because they needed to grow up, and you were the catalyst for this person growing up. You reflected back to them the things within them that were perhaps dark, kind of like having to do some shadow work. They were having to look at their shadows. And you could not have a relationship with somebody who was completely stuck in their ego, not in this kind of a connection. This is about being authentic and real, not about being boastful and proud and egotistical. That's not how these connections work. But through the silence that they are implementing in this self-imposed isolation right now, they are growing up, but they're also suffering. They're having to deal with their heartache. They're having to deal with the fact that they broke their own heart. And they do not like how that feels. But on top of that, they're also having to deal with their regret. and the fact that it's all their fault. And they have no one to blame but themselves, guys. I mean, they should have done differently in this relationship with you, but they couldn't. They could not make it work. And it took the situation as it was to kind of like go down the path that it took to allow this split between the two of you, because that was the crisis point. In these kind of connections, there's always a crisis point, whether you're soulmates or whether you're twin flames. And that crisis point is the place where you have to go your separate ways. But remember, this is part of the process. Even though it's difficult, even though you're both suffering, even though this is hurtful to you and you want to talk to your person and you want to spend time with them, this is a necessary part of the journey, because this is where your person grows up so that they don't make these same kind of problems, these same kind of mistakes, where they won't bring difficulties into the relationship, or drama, or chaos, or conflict, or self-sabotaging behaviors, or whatever other toxic or dysfunctional behavior they drug into this relationship with you. This is what they're having to work through now, and that will be gone. So through this silence and through this time apart, you are both growing and evolving, but most importantly, your person is. And that is what needs to happen to make sure that they don't do any of this stuff ever again. I haven't given up on us. Have you? Your person has not given up on you or on this connection. They can still feel your energy. They still feel you as if you are right next to them. At times they feel that they're sitting at the table and it's like you, or sitting on the sofa, and they can feel your energy around them. They feel your hand on their shoulder, or you feel or they feel your hand on their leg or on their arm or in their hand. Your person is not over you or over this relationship. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. What is going to be their next move? How are they going to fix this? How are they going to repair it? How are they going to reach out and communicate? Clearly, based on the cards that we have in this reading, they know that they're going to have to apologize. That is the first step they need to take. So that's probably going to be the first move. But your person has not moved on from you or from this relationship. There's still so much more to unfold here between the two of you. You're just in that place where you're in that preparing for union space, the separation space. And there are all these phases that go to this kind of a journey in these soul counterpart connections, whether you are soulmates, whether you are twin flames. Please just take that as it resonates. But always there is some sort of crisis that calls the two of you to go your separate ways for a period. There is this period of separation, although I don't like to use that word, but it is what it is, and so there it is. But in this space is where the growth happens. It's where your person grows up to be able to put forth all of the work, the effort, and energy that's required in order to maintain and sustain this kind of relationship. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Strength. Well, this is all about this strong connection that's between you and your person. That infinity symbol is over that figure's head here on this card as she gently caresses this lion. And there is an infinite love, an endless love that's here between you and your person. You both felt it when you first met. This is part of the reason why you are both hurting and why you are trying to come back together, because there's an acknowledgement between both of your souls that you belong in union. And yes, you do. Everybody knows it. You know it. Your person knows it. I know it. The people upstairs know it. Your angels and guides know it. Your friends and family, they probably even know it as well. It's just that your person needs to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to move this from the place that it is now to the place that it needs to get to, which is, of course, about them, first of all, communicating. Your person sees a strength in you guys. They see so much grace, so much confidence, so much courage in you. They see you as someone who is able to make things happen just by the nature of who you are. But as well, this strength card tells us you are an inspiration for this person. You have inspired them. And even though there's no communication between you guys right now, you are inspiring them to do the work that they need to do to find the courage, confidence, and inner strength that they need to start figuring out their plan of approach and following through with that plan so the two of you can start rebuilding your connection with each other. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? Well, this is the Ten of Pentacles. That's a pretty powerful card, guys, the Ten of Pentacles. It is all about stability. It is all about family. It is all about commitment. It is all about partnership. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of long-term partnership. Having friends and family over, celebrating with friends and family at all the different holidays. This is a card that tells us your person wants a future with you and they see long-term with you. And perhaps this is something you guys talked about when you were spending time together before. Then as the reality of all of that started settling in for your person, they became anxious. They became worried because they knew that that is the direction this relationship was going. They have always known that, just like you have. But this is about a long-term future with your person. 10 pentacles, 10 coins. Coins are earth, and earth is all about things that are solid, like mountains, rocks, trees, unmovable, unbreakable, unbendable. And this is how your person wants to rebuild this relationship with you as they come back. They will find that strength and courage to make that happen, guys. What other messages does the collective need to know for this reading today, please? What other messages do we need to hear? What do we need to know about this person and this situation, please? Temperance. I love Temperance. It is all about this spiritual connection that's here between you and this individual. But you guys feel that, you know that. We've been talking about that since this reading started. Temperance is also a card that tells us your person is probably trying your patience significantly here at the moment, especially if it's been a long time since they have spoken to you, since they've responded to you, or since you've spent time together. But patience is about this connection, and it is about your person saying here, I know we belong together. We belong in union. Our chemistry is intense. It is off the chart. It is crazy. We have a strong connection to each other. Temperance is also about stability, building a lasting partnership, because we think of temperance like tempered steel, which is one of the hardest substances on the planet. It is about making something that is long-lasting. It is about building something that can go the distance. It is about being in each other's lives for the long haul. When Temperance shows up, Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Strength is ruled by Leo. You guys don't have to be those signs, though, for this reading to work. They are collective readings, and they are for everyone. But Temperance is about the blending of your souls, and your person saying here, we belong together. My soul is calling out to your soul. I know we belong together. You're pulling me to you. I'm pulling myself towards you as well. And we are coming into union. That is what this Temperance card is all about. But this is about building a strong partnership with each other. It's just your person needs to come out of this place of self-imposed isolation where they are right now. But remember, while they are in that hermit place, and working within themselves, because that is part of this Temperance card as well. The spiritual growth that this person is going through during the time you're away from each other. And my goodness, they have needed to grow up. When they come out of that space, they will be so very different. And you will see that your patience will have paid off. They are so grateful for you giving them this space and this time to work through their stuff. Because whatever their issues are, guys, it doesn't belong in this relationship. This is stuff that happened way before you, perhaps even way back to childhood for some of you watching this reading, and they've been lugging it along to create excuses, to be a bit of a victim, to not be accountable and responsible. All of this stuff does not belong in this relationship with you. And that is what they are releasing and getting rid of. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the collective need to hear? The Ace of Cups. Well, yes, that was that love at first sight moment that the two of you felt. When you first met one another, your person felt it too, guys. It wasn't just you. And there is a definite love here between you. Now, they may have denied it. They may have tried to fight it. They may have rejected it. They may have said it was all in your head, but they felt it just like you did. But this Ace of Cups is all about starting this relationship again, starting over, an offer of love. Look how that hand is extended in this card, coming out of the clouds, holding that cup. An offer is coming from your person. Whether it is an offer to hang out, spend time together, meet up, whatever it is, but your person wants to present their heart and their love back to you. With that Ace of Cups coming up, it is about a new beginning for the two of you and starting this relationship over. But oh my God, what a much more stable foundation there will be between the two of you as you come back together. Now, this tells me that the growth is definitely happening while you are in your individual corners at the moment, because your person is growing up. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? The Ace of Swords. Well, that is about communication, and communication coming from your person. They will initiate this, guys. They will reach out to you, and that is probably the first move they're going to make, is to contact you, which is what truly needs to happen here. But the Ace of Swords is also about your person having a breakthrough. They see things with much greater clarity now than they ever saw them in the past, which they've needed to, which is definitely part of what is going on with these message cards on the top. The blame is mine. I should have been mature. I should have admitted I was wrong. I made this journey difficult. I am so sorry. I was thoughtless. I regret all of this. I'm sorry for hurting you. That is clearly the sign of someone who has had an epiphany, who has had a breakthrough, who can see the forest through the trees. But the Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. It also tells us your person is going to show back up and be authentic with you. No more of this pride and ego and all of that other stuff that they were operating from. Just being real, being truthful, being honest and dependable. Your person sees clearly now. They've had a breakthrough. Thank goodness for that. That comes with this opportunity to start over with you. But that Ace of Swords is definitely about them reaching out. It is the initiation of communication, and that is coming from them towards you. Whale song. Whales are such graceful creatures, although they are large. This card comes with number 61 if anyone resonates with 61, but 6 plus 1 does resolve to 7, which is change with a purpose. This whale song card is about a couple of things here. It is about the signs and synchronicities that your person is seeing at the moment. And perhaps you guys are as well. You're seeing things that are causing you to stop and take notice, whether it's number sequences or seeing their car or their initials on billboards, in magazines, in the store, on receipts, in license plates. No matter where you go, perhaps you are being bombarded with signs from the universe. Well, so are they. They are as well. And they are paying attention to all of this. And when they see these things that trigger a memory or a thought of you, they stop and they take notice and they start thinking about you. And that creates this longing for you. And that is what this whale song card is really about, this longing. Think of how the whales create that sound when they're calling out to each other, when one of them is by themselves in the ocean. That is how your person feels at the moment, guys. They feel like they are by themselves in the depths of the ocean, and they are calling out to you to come to them. But they need to come to you. This is about them longing for you and missing you and wanting to see you and spend time with you. But they're going to do that because this is about them reaching out to communicate and then making an offer of love towards you. This is about them taking their next move or making their next move with you. Opening to discovery. Well, your person is all about this at the moment. They are opening to discovering more about you and more about this relationship. This card comes with number 34. Oh, 3 plus 4 also equals 7. Fascinating. Change with a purpose. Change with a purpose is happening. There is a key here. And you do have the key to each other's hearts. No one else truly has them. And there is this giant keyhole here on this card as we kind of like can look into that mountain, which is a different scene, one that is filled with trees and that looks much more exciting and inviting than this kind of like desolate place that is on the outside of that keyhole, right? Your person wants to discover you again. They want to rediscover you and rediscover this relationship. But as they return, they are going to present to you the key to their heart so that they will be able to tell you how they feel about you. This is about them being able to invest their heart into this relationship where there is a balance between their heart and their mind. No more being controlled by all of those fears that live in their head. No more being in this place of always thinking, overthinking, but feeling and being able to be expressive of these feelings for you because they're definitely aware you guys have a rock solid relationship with each other. Broken heart. Well, this card comes with number 9. And that heart is crying a tear. I've never noticed that before. Maybe it was always there. I just didn't see it. And I do feel that, especially with that whale song resonating card, I do feel that your person is suffering their own heartache and heartbreak for all of this, for how they treated you, for how they acted, for the things that they did, for the problems that they created. But as well, I do feel that they are going to make their way back and speak their truth and apologize. And you guys probably as well are feeling a broken heart. Some days it may feel like it's okay. Some days it may feel like it's horrible. But that energy ebbs and flows because you have to also consider that you are picking up the broken heart of your person as well. It just is how it works, guys. And feeling that energy coming from them can make you feel even sadder. It can make you feel like crying even more. It can make you feel like you're suffering even more. But your person knows the only way to heal their broken heart is to make a move, to communicate with you, to reach out and get these lines of communication flowing between the two of you. That is what it's going to take. And they're going to find that confidence to make that happen. They're not going to be fearful about reaching out because they have spent a lot of time in a lot of deep thought here, thinking about everything, about how they brought so much damage and chaos into this relationship. And they do have a true deep regret of all of that right now. Radiant love. You create positivity and warmth together. Happy, open, and optimistic. I do feel that this is about your person wanting to create this positive warmth in this love connection between the two of you. What a difference that is to that broken heart, because that is a heart that is glowing with light and love. And your person is saying here, I've always felt this love for you. I just couldn't express it before, but I am so much more open now. I am so much more willing because I've been growing up. I have evolved and I have changed. And I was wrong so many times in the past, and I don't want to be wrong in regard to how I treat you or by bringing problems or mistakes or other kind of stuff into this relationship anymore. This is about me wanting to show up with positivity and warmth so that we can build a very stable foundation for this relationship. And that is what that 10 of Pentacles and that Temperance card is about. Stability, so the relationship can go long term. That is what your person is saying here. But the love for you is there, and they know that there is a strong connection between you. They have always felt it. Since the first time you met, baby steps. Take your time and build your love slowly with care. Relaxed, deliberate, and aware. So guys, you know, slow and steady wins the race. There is no prize for zooming to this finish line of this 10 of Pentacles partnership. As a matter of fact, if you try to zoom it to that finish line, it could result in this broken heart again. So use your own guidance on that, but the advice coming in from the people upstairs is to slow and steady wins the race, because you need to make sure that your person is fully on the other side of that transformation that they have been going through. And it is not about the destination. It is not about ultimately getting to this 10 of Pentacles place. It is truly about the journey that you are on with each other as you build this relationship. See what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages? Time heals. Be patient and give time a chance to work its magic. Be honest, reliable, and mature. Yes, and time does heal. And I also feel that this is saying, you know, it says be patient and give time a chance to work its magic. Temperance is a card of patience, and it does indicate that things have probably been moving a little slowly for you and your person, or from your person, and it's best, guys, to just give them the space that they need to work through this stuff, because you don't want a false start. You don't want them to show up and then you guys get moving again and then they freak out again, which is why take your time and build your love slowly and with care. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. But as well, with that time heals. I do feel that because this time you have spent away from each other, you will see this person very different when they return, because they are using this time to heal all of this stuff that's held them back from being able to be your partner. It's going to be gone from this relationship and gone from your person. And hallelujah for that. The future. Finding a long-term harmonious relationship. Coming soon. Every time I see that, I want to say coming soon to a theater near you, which is obviously ridiculous, but it could be what the universe is telling me right now. Yes, that means your person is going to start pressing the play button on this DVR of your relationship. That makes absolute sense. They have pressed the pause button, and it is why you are not together at the moment. But their next move is going to be to press that play button and start reaching out to you. So the two of you have this opportunity to build this future with each other. This card also says commit. That is what that Ten of Pentacles is about. Ten of Pentacles is about a long-term commitment, stability in a relationship. But it's also about financial security and stability as well. And perhaps that is something your person has been focused on at the moment, and that has more of their focus right now than starting to talk and rebuild this relationship with you. But they will get to this place where their heart, their whale song is going to be resonating so loudly from within them that they're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. And they will reach back out to you, or they will initiate communication with you and start this journey towards union. Answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. Make a change. Embrace growth. Seek new paths and welcome transformations with an open heart. And this is truly what has been happening for your person. They are making changes. They are embracing this growth, and the answers are unfolding, and their mind is now open, and they are learning from this experience, because that truly is why, or part of the reason why, you are in each other's lives. You're supposed to be learning from this experience. That is part of this journey. And yes, it is a difficult component of this journey, that is for sure. But as you come back together, all of it will be worth it in the end. And you will be able to see that, guys. You'll be able to go, oh, you know what? I get it now. It just makes so much sense, because this person who has returned to me is a much better, new and improved version of themselves, and they are able to tell me how they love me and how they feel about me, and they are willing to invest their energy, their time, their effort, and their love into building this solid relationship together. That is what is coming with your person, coming soon. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Right track. You are going in the right direction, so keep moving forward. Okay, guys, keep moving forward. Do not stop on your own individual journey. And I do feel that this is a message for you guys watching the reading, but also steady progress. Oh boy, patience is your ally. Celebrate each step forward, no matter the size. Okay, so yes, steady progress. We've talked about this. Slow and steady wins the race, and I feel like that is what this is talking about here. Baby steps. Take time to build your love. Take time to build this foundation for this relationship, because if you do, it will last. It will have that stability that it needs to go the distance, to go long term. And that is what you desire in this connection with your person, right? You guys watching this reading, you want this to go long term with them. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? Enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. And I do feel that that applies to everything about this journey. And guys, I got to admit, it's not easy to enjoy this part of the journey where you are not in each other's lives. But it is going to get better. It is going to improve. And try and find something every day that you enjoy. And it can be something as simple as eating an apple, eating a strawberry, eating a Hershey's Kiss, enjoying a different kind of tea that you've never tried before. Just find something that you enjoy every day that can bring even a few moments of joy into your life. Emerging dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning, and that is what this is. We have to consider the circle of life in this connection, because what was broken. The connection that you have with this person before it kind of like came to this place that it's in right now, it was broken. And it was going to fall apart eventually, one day, one way or another. And it really is better that it happened sooner rather than later, because this is what is allowing your person to go through the change and the growth that they need to go through now, rather than 5 years from now. This truly is the best way to go through it, although it is hard and you miss your person and you want to spend time with them and they miss you as well. You're both suffering in silence here. That's what this is about. But your person can see that it's time for them to make some sort of move in your direction, because that is what your person is planning here on their journey back towards you. Almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Yes, you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Now, this is for both of you, and that breakthrough could be your person reaching out to communicate with you. That can be the breakthrough that this connection needs, because they have been having breakthroughs, and we've seen that throughout this reading. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. And what are your efforts? Your efforts are your own growth that you've been going through. Your efforts is your patience, although it's hard, because your efforts are about to bear fruit. This is about your person saying here, I am coming back. One last move. You have come far on your journey. Keep going. And you will see, and you will soon see what you have accomplished. Yes, you will soon see what you have accomplished, because I feel that this is about your person making their way back to you. And I do feel that that is the plan that they have in their head, and those are the moves that they are going to make, because both of you are suffering in silence at the moment. And you know what, guys? The silence is deafening, and you both miss each other. And from where I sit, it is so easy. All this person has to do is to reach out and communicate, but they need to be through this growth process. They need to be on the other side of this growing up, on the other side of this transformation, to make sure that nothing like what you are going through right now ever happens again. And that is what this person is doing, because they're saying here, I see a solid future with us. I want to build a strong foundation for our relationship. I want it to be unbreakable and unbendable, because I love you. And I know I need to communicate. I know I need to reach out. We have a strong connection. And what we have is worth fighting for, which is why I am getting ready to make a move and come back to you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone. Have a great day, guys.